All right, ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we are going to delve even deeper into algebra by considering one-step single variable equations that involve division and multiplication. So let's take a look at number one. You have 3 multiplied by a. If you're confused by what I just said, here's the important point. When this number right here, 3, is just sitting next to the a like that, it is understood that there is multiplication happening. So if it helps you, please put a little dot between the 3 and the a so you know that's being multiplied. The same thing is happening over here in number 2. 4 is being multiplied by m. It just isn't written. When a number is in front of a letter like this, we call the number in front of the letter a coefficient. All right, so how do we solve the problem for number 1? Well, remember, our first goal is to get the letter by itself. So because 3 is currently being multiplied by a, in order to get rid of it on the left side, I have to divide 3a by 3. And then remember, what I do on one side of the equation, I must do on the other. So I'll also divide negative 21 over 2 by 3. On the left side, what happens is you divide 3 by 3, and that's 1. In many cases, we simply cancel them out like that. But what's happening is you're really dividing 3a by 3, and you're leaving behind 1s. These 1s are never written or rarely written. They don't change the problem, so if you feel comfortable writing that, that's fine. On the right side, you are taking a fraction and you are dividing it by a whole number. And this notation here, where we have 3 numbers stacked on top of each other with multiple fraction bars, even I find this very confusing. So let's rewrite it down here in the scratch work area so we can see exactly what's happening a little bit more clearly. And I recommend you do this as well, so you always avoid the confusion. You have negative 21 over 2 divided by 3. Recall that you can always write a whole number as that number over 1. So on the right side, we can say we're dividing negative 21 over 2 by 3 over 1. And now many of my students use the acronym KFC, keep, flip, change. It's a good one. I've never heard it before, but I like it. What it means is keep the first one identical, flip the second fraction, and change the sign from division to multiplication. What that means is, rather than writing negative 21 over 2 divided by 3 over 1, we will keep the first one, negative 21 over 2, and then we will multiply by the flip fraction here, which would be 1/3. Okay, let's see what that equals. Negative 21 times 1 is negative 21. Two times 3 is 6. This fraction can be further reduced by dividing both the top and the bottom by 3. So we'll divide the top and the bottom by 3. And what that gives us, on the top, negative 21 divided by 3 is negative 7. And on the bottom, 6 divided by 3 is 2. So you have completed the division right here. And what you can write is the only thing left on the left side of the equation is a. So you'll bring down the a. And you'll say a equals negative 7 halves, negative 7 over 2. Depending on how your answer choices are set up, you want to convert this into an improper, or rather it is an improper fraction. You want to convert this into a mixed fraction. More side work. You have negative 7 divided by 2. Okay? 2 goes into 7 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6. Don't worry about this negative symbol for now. 7 minus 6 is 1. So we'll stop there. Remember how we do this. The quotient, the number right here, becomes the whole number, part of the mixed fraction. The remainder becomes the numerator, part of the proper fraction. And the divisor 2 becomes the denominator. This is where this negative symbol comes back in. The whole thing is negative. So it's negative 3 1/2. So we can write this negative 7 over 2 as negative 3 1/2. Now let's check the problem. So we think a is equal to negative 7 over 2 or negative 3 1/2. If that's true, we should be able to plug it in for a, and it will equal the other side. So we'll rewrite our problem. This is our check. On the left side, we have 3 times a is equal to negative 21 over 2. And now we substitute what we found for a. In this case, it might be most useful to substitute negative 7 over 2 for a. And we'll say 3 times negative 7 over 2 equals negative 21 over 2. And we're asking a question. Does it? So now we just have to do this and see what it equals. Remember, a whole number can always be written as a fraction, as 3 over 1 here. And when we have a number and then open parentheses and then a number in close parentheses, this means multiply. So we'll rewrite the left side as 3 over 1 times negative 7 over 2 equals question mark negative 21 over 2, because we're trying to find out if these things equal one another. So now on the left side we'll multiply across. 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. 1 times 2 is 2. And we ask, is that equal to negative 21 over 2? Well, it is. And because these two things are equal, we have double checked the problem. 2 checks there. And that brings us back up to our solution, where we can put 2 checks as well. And we put the whole solution in a box. This video is already 10 minutes long. I think I'll make another video for this. We'll stop here. This is the process. This is a good problem. It shows all the mathematics that's required to not only find the answer, but check the answer. So I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please like the video. Please leave a question if you have it in the comment section. And if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel so you are always alerted to new videos. Thank you.